Welcome back. If you aren't new, welcome to the channel. If you are new, as you guys saw in the title and also the thumbnail, we will be changing out these taillights for W210 E55 style taillight. Oh, I can't wait. The OEM E55 style taillights are just way too expensive. They're about like 400, I think, just for a set that are used. So what we did, we got some new taillights, new aftermarket ones, but they're gonna look amazing compared to these because I don't like the design of these, the reverse light, and these are all faded and cracked anyway. So all right, turn you guys back on. These are the tail lights. Let's unwrap them real quick. Oh my goodness gracious, they already come with bulbs as well. I did open these before I actually filmed this video because I wanted to make sure there wasn't any crazy imperfections. There are, if you can see, like right there, kind of, I don't even know what to call that, but nothing too crazy to worry about. But look at how gorgeous these look. Oh my goodness. Let me put you guys on pause and get out the light that goes on the trunk that has the reverse light. But they're kind of smoked, so you can see what they look like here. At night, these are gonna look insane, especially with the lights. All right, this is the one that goes on the trunk. Oh my goodness. It doesn't make any sense how good these look. So I wanted, all right, so there were two choices that I could have got. I could have got the all black ones. I'll show you a picture of these right now. Or I could have got these. I went with these. I honestly, me personally, I really don't like red taillights, but this fit the car. It's gonna give a nice OEM plus look and nice, sleek, clean look. So what we have here is we have the wiring harness. I believe this just connects straight to the factory wiring harness, and then you're good to go with that. These are the threads right here. Yep, so you just thread the screw in or the nut in right there, and it will be good to go. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna switch to the car. We're gonna get these taillights off and we'll get these bad boys in. It's gonna be real quick, real simple and easy to swap these taillights out. That's why I like the design on the taillights, but the headlights, as you guys saw in that video, it was more of an intricate process to swap the headlights out. So with these taillights, it'll be nice and easy, but oh my goodness. All right, clean the trunk out too. It looks phenomenal, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks good. Clean the trunk out, clean the carpet, we clean the spare wheel. Oh my God, the spare wheel is in basically immaculate condition. But to get these taillights out, at least the one that isn't on the trunk, you just flip this back and it's right there. As you can see, those are all the bulbs. That's the connector right there that it comes with. This will be super easy. It's the same on this side as well. I didn't cut you guys on, but yeah, this is where the taillight is on the trunk. I think we have to remove this liner. I do see a bolt right here, and I don't know how many other ones there are to remove it, but we'll look at the new ones, and these should basically be a plug and play, easy swap. All right, we got the nuts out. I'm trying to show you guys where it was. It was one all the way right there, one at the bottom, and then there was one right there. I had to get a 5/16 wrench here to get that out because I didn't have a deep enough socket. Make sure you guys have a deep enough socket for these threads. It is an 8mm. So I think now what we just have to do is just push this thing out. We'll basically be done with this side, and then we have to move on to the other side. All right, turn you guys back on. As you guys can see, the difference here is just night and day. I had to basically pry this one out with a flathead because it was kind of stuck onto the actual chassis of the car because, you know, of age and everything like that. But you can see these guys are cracked up, faded. These are way more clear. You can actually see inside of the actual taillight lens. So yeah, they look way better and way different. This is going to modernize the car a lot better, just like the headlights did. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna clean up around here because you guys know I don't like to work in anything dirty. So right, to turn you guys back on, it fits up pretty good, but we do have to trim here, as you can see, because that part is hitting the car. So once we trim that back, we'll be able to put this in here pretty flush. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the Dremel out, cut that off, and we should be good to go. As you can see, she is starting to look new again. All right, turn you guys back on. As you can see what I cut out there. So now I'm gonna thread these nuts in, and then this headlight should basically be done. All right, turn you guys back on. I actually had to trim some more of that down here, as you guys can see. Gonna have to wipe that Sharpie marker off. As far as fitment goes, it's pretty good on the outside here, but as you work in, it kind of pokes out a little bit. Kind of see, pokes out a little bit, but I think once the trunk is closed, it shouldn't make that big of a difference, but you can see it right there. It's pretty bad. But yeah, that's one fitment issue. I'm gonna loosen some bolts up or some nuts up to see if I can get this to fit a little bit better, at least towards this side. Turn you guys back on. We got the driver's side trunk light out, but I'm gonna tell you guys how to get it out. So there are the nuts right here. And then inside of here, you have to undo that screw right there, or that bolt right there. It has a bracket on it like this. And then that holds the trunk light in place. As you guys can see, we got it cleaned up pretty well. Have that light installed. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put the trunk light on, plug the connector in. The connector was really tricky to get out, so just be mindful of that. Might have to pull some of the trunk liner off, but you know, I got it. So I'll cut you guys back on once I put the trunk light on. All right, turn you guys back on. We have this side done and ready to go. My goodness, it looks amazing. All right, turn you guys back on. We have this side ready to go. It is done. Everything is connected. We just have to do the other side. As you can see, man, amazing. Oh my goodness. It makes the entire car look way different. So we're gonna hurry up and get this side done because it's freezing cold out here. So same process as the other side. We got to trim this new tail light, and I thought I actually had to trim up top here, but I didn't. I just didn't want to stretch it out too much. Might paint that black later, just to help it blend in a little bit better. As you can see, they are completely on the car. That further left tail light there is poking out just a little bit, but hopefully I forget about it in the future and it doesn't bother me too much. This is how they are looking. This is how the car looks now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch the lights on to see if they even work. All right, the lights are on. I'm gonna do the blinkers real quick. As you can see, they work. I didn't do the reverse light because I'm not turning the car on right now because I want some floor mats so I can be able to drive. So that is how she is looking. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, share, subscribe, turn post notifications on. I will see you guys in the next video. In these next clips, I'll give you guys some cinematics so you can get the better look at the tail lights.